Okay, we're running, and we're running on the rolling road. We're vibrating a little bit, and it's like a walk. I'm going to figure that out. This is a K5 Pacific that's been tuned up, you would say. I just took the axles out, cleaned them, straightened up the wheels, aligned everything, put it back together, made sure the power gear was centered and the wheels were all on straight. And the side rails, both side rails were bent. It's just, you know, the thing barely ran. I do all this just tune up crap for an hour and a half and it's fine. Okay. And it does have the thing. I don't have the lid on it. Okay. And it's got a PulMor Armature, and it has the flyer smoke version of the 3D printed magnetic field. This is a booster magnet. There's another set of magnets inside that are curved, arched like, and they were okay, but I felt they didn't really start as soon as I would like on the pull. And I wanted something that would start, you know, between 10 and 15 miles an hour and pull. So that required PulMor Armature. I mean, the other armature will work. I think for an Atlantic, the other armature is going to be just fine. But I wanted this engine. This is a cast iron, you know how it is. So, oh, and this is, obviously, number 2. That's our second of our Beta 1 version of our motor control board. This is the Lionel replacement kind of thing. Version 2 or Beta 2, we've moved this out to a separate device, and this board is in white. It's fairly similar looking. It'll be in white, but it has the ability to take up the all-wheel pickup. These are all-wheel pickups. Every wheel is bringing power in. That's why we have 2 leads, 2 for these 2 wheels, 2 for these 2 wheels. They go to one connector, and 2 to one connector, and then they both feed into this rectifier that takes the AC track power. Yeah, he's liking it. AC track power, converts it to DC, and then it gives you the logic controller so that when the power stops, it changes gear or changes direction. So you go to neutral, then you go to forward, then you go to neutral, then you go to forward. Wait a minute. Neutral, then you go to reverse. Oops, I'm sorry, I wasn't even showing you. It did. Forward, reverse. Okay. So we want to go forward. I like forward. So we're going forward. We're going about 30 miles an hour. And PulMor motor, DC controller. Digital. It's a Lionel clone, but we've enhanced it quite a bit. More power capabilities, more reliability, gives you a little more amperage, and it'll pull a lot smoother at low speed. So what this is all-wheel pickups, motor control board, and a 3D printed magnetic stator, I guess. It's not really a field because it's not coil wound wire, but anyway, it represents the fields, and it converts the flyer motors into DC, like the old DC ones, you know, with the magnet. Only we put our magnets right up around the armature like the more modern DC motors have, and it seems to give it a lot smoother operation. Anyway, this is where it's going. I just had an order yesterday for 2 of these and 1 of these, so I'm on it, and we're going to do some tune-up to this. I had a smaller magnet. I ran out. I only had a bigger one, so I had to grind this one out, but I've tested it, fitted. Now I'm printing the proper one, and I'll use this one for myself. Ordered some new magnets, and so I'll be building 2 of those fields, and this set right here is what's going to go for this fellow, and he's going to have the flyer smoke, and he's going to run it. I don't know. I guess he's going to run it off track power. We didn't really discuss it. I would do it differently, but everyone's different, so I'm going to leave it with him. He's going to bring a power. There is some auxiliary power he can drag off here. He can get AC from here or DC from there, and I'll tell him all about that when I send him this stuff. He's not getting the chassis. He's not getting the all wheels. He's just going to get this board. No, he's not even getting that board. Forget what I'm saying. He's getting, what's he getting? He's getting this rolling road and that armature. Well, that was interesting. Oh, something got picked up and thrown out. Now, you got to watch these magnets. That's another thing. They're strong enough they can pick something up from about 5 feet away. Not really, but it's close. I think I know now why they had those protectors around the Flyer DC motors, because they would pick up debris off the track and suck it in. That's pretty interesting. I have to think about that. Okay. Anyway, I just got to give you a show. This is forward and reverse with this new board. You've seen that a couple times, but this is kind of new because I was always doing it for the right, the royal blue, which required a lot different. It doesn't have this gear, it doesn't have the smoke, and in order to put smoke on it, I had to come up with a different part for this. But if you have American Flyer smoke and you want to keep it and it works fine, you can get this guy and convert to DC, and then however you want to bring DC to the motor, you have to do that. This is our version, or one of the older ones, but it is one, and we'll have one for it if you need it. But anyway, and then the rolling road, you've seen Andy's put that together. It works like a charm and real handy. I've made a couple variations to it over here. I'll just show you. I put some of this. I had one where the rolling road doesn't get the back piece because the back piece is not free and it's not inexpensive. But if you have a actually this is molding, old molding that's like 1 3/4. It's not even. It's like 3/4, I guess, 1/2 inch, 3/4. That's all you need. Lift it up a little bit. This will work fine. If you or if you want to, you can put this on a piece of wood, this one on a 1x4, this one on a thinner piece. This is just like sheet something I forget. But get them level enough, and then you can mount it like that. So you don't need. Oh, I stole it. You don't need the plastic track base, but it is nice. Like on here, I'm going to mount this big guy up on here. I said big guy, just that motor. They're all the same. These are the exact same rollers on this 242 that's running this 3, okay? And earlier I had it on the 2. So these things just slide back and forth. One thing I was noticing right now, you see how that's wobbling right there? I think that is an out of round tire. And it looks like it's just this side. I'm thinking I might get a file and run that with a file on one end, maybe a round rotary grinder, and just see if I can't round that tire off and get rid of that wobble. I bet I could. And interesting. Okay, so here we are. We're at half speed. Nothing's warm. This guy's warm, but he's not too warm. This guy's warm, but he's not too warm. They run hot. Oh, I bent it out, so I wanted to straighten that out, but that's all right. Okay, that's it. I'll let you go. Maybe later I'll hook up his smoke so you can make sure you know what it does. It would just smoke like it normally would. Okay, gang, that's the show. Permanent magnet fields adapter for American Flyer AC motors and your smoke and the rolling road. That's what I'm talking about. Later. Have a good day.